Recently, I had my last session with a year-long coaching client. At the very beginning of the year commitment, in the first session, the client told me that they didn't feel comfortable asking for money. Yes, they signed up for fundraising coaching, but they didn't feel comfortable asking for money. Over the course of the year, they discovered that donors give for various reasons, and most of them do not have to do with the ones who are asking for money. This reminded me of my very first podcast episode and why I'm hosting this podcast. So I am resharing that very first episode. Enjoy. Welcome back. The work of fundraising can seem lonely work at times, filled with never-ending tasks. This podcast is not a podcast to add to your task list or to experiment with a new fundraising trend. Our field is the ancient field of generosity that spans all cultures. This podcast seeks that deeper wisdom of being a person in the beautiful space where generosity occurs. Each week, we take 5 minutes to reflect on a quote and 1 or 2 coaching questions to ground you for the week to come. And don't forget, subscribe to this weekly podcast in your favorite podcast app. This week, I am reading 2 quotes from Imagining Abundance, Fundraising, Philanthropy, and a Spiritual Call to Service by Carrie Ellis Robinson, 2014 edition. The quote begins, "What we realized was that we were unwittingly viewing donors as objects to try to get as much money from as quickly and painlessly as possible, rather than as subjects in their own right. Donor prospects are not objects, they are subjects. And like all of us, they want to contribute to something meaningful and life-giving and successful. Like us, they too search for meaning, have hopes and fears, desires and regrets, and beliefs that should be acknowledged and referenced. When we enter into sacred discussion with donors, grantees, or beneficiaries of a ministry, vulnerability is established. Donors, grantees, and beneficiaries need each other to bring something beautiful and life-giving to fruition. It's a collaboration born of a deep desire to find meaning, to be a blessing, and to be part of something successful and consequential, to heal the sorrows of life." End quote. Let's reflect on these questions this week. In thinking about those who support our missions, especially in those areas that deal with human tragedies, how are we helping to heal the sorrows of life for, through, and with our donors? How do we give space for donors to redeem their tragedies through generosity? To explore fundraising coaching, visit servingnonprofits.com. I will see you next week.